On day 3 of the challenge last week, I asked the room to say one sentence out loud. The training system failed me. I did not fail the training system. 8 hearts hit the chat in about 10 seconds. And I have been thinking about that moment for 5 days. If you were there, you know the exact moment I'm talking about. If you weren't, the replay's still up through tomorrow. I'll tell you where to find it in a few minutes. But that moment is the reason I'm in your feed today. I almost didn't record this episode. My usual day is Thursday, and this week I'm sitting down with the Dr. Adam Chrisman, who you might know as the Chief Veterinary Officer at DVM 360, or likely from TikTok and Instagram. I can't wait for you to hear that one. It's a banger. But the cart for Zoomies to Zen closes tomorrow night, Wednesday, April 29th at midnight Eastern. And there's something I want to say before it does. And I want to say it on the podcast and not just in an email. So here we are. Just a few minutes, pour your coffee or your tea or eat whatever your doodle's currently trying to steal off your kitchen counter. This is for the doodle parent who showed up for some of the challenge last week, but didn't quite finish. This is for the doodle parent who finished all 5 days, felt the shift, and hasn't said yes to Zoomies to Zen yet. This is for the doodle parent who took the trust fund puppy quiz and recognized themselves a little too clearly. And this is for the doodle parent who's been listening to this podcast for months, maybe years, and keeps thinking, maybe next time, maybe next round, maybe when life is calmer. You tried puppy class, you tried YouTube, you tried the trainer who came to the house. You tried the longer walks and the doggy daycare and the puzzle feeders that promise to tire them out. And you still have the doodle who listens until it gets exciting. If you're still here on a Tuesday listening to a bonus episode about a course you haven't bought, your doodle's telling you something. Listen to that part. In this part of my enrollment week, the only objection still standing is some version of, I believe this works. I'm just not sure it'll work for my doodle. So let me tell you about 3 doodles whose people thought their dog was the exception. Nancy thought her Kenzie was the exception. Nancy had tried YouTube videos, she tried books, she tried advice from every direction. None of it came close to working for her sheepadoodle. She joined Zoomies to Zen, and here's what she told me afterwards. I had tried YouTube videos, books, advice, but nothing came close to the success I had with Kenzie after joining Zoomies to Zen. Truly remarkable change in Kenzie and in my frustration over her boundless energy, which I've now learned to channel. That last part is the part I want you to hear again. She didn't say her dog has less energy. She said she learned how to channel it. That's the difference. Rebecca thought her doodle just wasn't obedient. Here's what she said. Before Zoomies to Zen, my family thought a dog needed to be obedient. We didn't take into consideration the emotional welfare of our doodle and how that was impacting his outward behavior. I now have a more connected, trusting, and loving relationship with my doodle. He's more relaxed around my family, more interested in the training, more likely to provide the behaviors we ask. And he trusts us to love him fully. What changed for Rebecca wasn't her dog's compliance. It was her understanding of what her dog's behavior was actually telling her. When the relationship changed, the behavior followed. And Pam couldn't take her Stockli to doggy playtime. He couldn't handle it. He was too much. After Zoomies to Zen, here's what she said. Stockli listens. He's become a much more mellower dog. He gets more playtime. I'm able to take him to doggy playtime. And the long leash suggestion is so much better than a short leash. She gets to take him more places now, not fewer, because he can engage with the world without it tipping him over. 3 completely different doodles, 3 completely different starting points. Same course. Your doodle's not the exception. Your doodle's the rule. That's actually the whole point about building a course specifically for doodles. Doodles arrive with a predictable combination of social drive, owner expectations, and environmental setup. The course was built for that, for your dog, specifically. Let me make this concrete because I want you to know exactly what tomorrow night closes. Friday, May 1st, we kick off with a live welcome call. Saturday, May 2nd, your first lesson drops. It's about motivation, which is the foundation everything else sits on. From there, we meet live every Friday for 6 weeks. 5 lessons with a bye week in the middle, so nobody falls behind from a busy week. Toby, who joined a previous round with her golden doodle, Mia, said it like this: because of Zoomies to Zen, I've become a more confident doodle mom to my Mia. She's settling more easily, and it's getting easier to go places because I have the tools to help her succeed. That's the shift I want for you. Confident doodle parent, tools that work, a doodle who's finally getting to live their best life because the human on the other end of the leash knows what they're doing. This is the last time this specific group of doodle parents will exist. After tomorrow night, the next round is fall, and I won't open the doors again until September. The car closes tomorrow night at midnight Eastern, Wednesday, April 29th. If you're a yes, you already know. Go to thedoodlepro.com/zoomies to zen, or use the link in the show notes. It takes about 2 minutes. If you're a no, I want you to be a clean no, not a maybe I'll think about it that turns into, the door's closed. Just a no. That's a real answer, and I respect it. If you're a maybe, here's what I'd ask. What do you need to feel sure? Email me, office@thedoodlepro.com. Tomorrow's a real day, and I will personally read it. The replay portal also closes tomorrow, so if you missed any of the challenge lessons last week, head to doodlechallenge.membership.io. I'll put it in the show notes. Go watch day 3. That's the one people email me about the most. That's the whole episode. Thursday, I'll be back with Dr. Adam Chrisman, and I can't wait for you to hear that conversation. As always, this is the place where we celebrate how doodles are different. Wonderfully so. I'll see you tomorrow.